and Brian. Now, I am old enough to remember when this song was out as a single.
Wow.
In about 19 whatever. But that doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the studio. I don't know why he's still here. I thought you would have been on the first thing smoking out of here last night. Hugh Jackman, everybody.
Hey,
good morning,
guys.
Hugh. How
Hey,
are
Bob.
you?
Hi, Brian. Hi,
Good morning.
Carrie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Mr. Jackman.
I'm sorry I
said-
took your microphone.
Oh, that's A-okay with me. You
Why?
can take just about anything I have.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Milwaukee.
The first question I have is, have you been cold the whole time you've been here? Because this is unseasonably chilly here in Milwaukee.
Cold, but I love it.
Yeah.
You're okay? Yeah, no, I get it. My mate in New York's always, I'm like, I love the snow. And he goes, yeah, because you don't have to shovel it. So, but I'm that guy from Australia. I stand in the wind, I'm like, it's snowing and there's snow everywhere. Look to me, I love it. It's beautiful.
And you'll be.
Well, we got a lot of it right away. I mean, we got a ton of it. And for, those who ski or snowmobile or,
I love
or something,
skiing.
That's fine. Do you? Where do you ski?
love it.
Where have you?
Wherever I can.
Yeah.
It's one of those things I could never afford to ski, and as soon as I got work where I could afford it, you're not allowed to ski. Because it's in the insurance thing. Skiing, somehow jumping out of a plane. I don't know how Tom Cruise has got a job, because I don't know.
I wouldn't let you ski.
No,
No,
You're
this
not
is,
allowed. There's a whole list of things when you do a film you're not allowed to do.
Director Craig Brewer is also in the studio with us. You don't want your people getting all banged up doing things like motocross or
maybe
skiing.
on the last day of shooting.
Yeah.
You just want to make sure they're alive for at least half the.
Is that how Song Sung Blue ends, with a big skiing scene?
Ski jump.
Right.
GP.
Well, you've done that.
I have.
You played Eddie the Eagle.
Dude, that was so much. Well, I wasn't Eddie,
Eddie's
but I was
coach.
in it. I
You
was
were
his
Eddie's
coach.
coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Being up there watching those guys. Just,
Where was that shot?
we shot in Germany, like on the border of Austria and Germany.
Okay.
And we shot, mainly in Europe and London and all that. But we were there. We were on those ski jumps, watching those guys do it. They're unbelievable.
Did you
No.
get a chance? No?
I said, can I do it? And the producer's like, yeah. no.
Waved you off.
And by the way, there's a baby jump that all the kids, so there were 6-year-olds, and I walked up to that, I'm like, hell no. That's like, no, it just looks like death.
Well, yeah. When I was a kid, I lived across the street from a park that had a ski jump.
Wow.
It was on a hill, and it went down. It was at Washington Park in Racine. There was a ski jump.
Just unsupervised?
It wasn't unsupervised.
Okay.
In the summer, they put a chain across the stairway, so you couldn't get on it. But we all crawled all over that thing when we were kids. We'd go up to the top, and But no, I never went down it on skis. Obviously.
Yeah. Now watch ski jump fails if you want to. Yeah, that's a tough thing.
So
to watch.
who comes to who with the movie Song Sung Blue?
Well, let's see. I came to Hugh with the project. Actually.
Okay, so how do you wind up with the script? Did somebody send it to you? Did you stumble across it? How do you find this?
No, I saw the documentary that Greg Coase made called Song Sung Blue, about the actual story about lightning and thunder here in Milwaukee back in the 90s, and their whole story of starting the Neil Diamond tribute band. And I saw this movie in about 2009. And it just stayed with me. And over the years, when people have asked me, well, what do you want to do? What's the next movie you want to do? I was like, I really want to tell this love story about this true story out of Milwaukee.
Well, then what was the next step there? You had to find a script writer? Or?
Well, I just made this movie called Dolomite Is My Name with Eddie Murphy, and the two producers on that were really great, and they asked me what I wanted to do.
Netflix?
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
And
nice work.
Oh, thank you. But I think kind of like the same vein. It's like Eddie Murphy played this guy in his 50s that was like wanting to be an action star, and he had like a gut, and it didn't make sense, and yet you kind of rooted for him. And so these producers, I was like, I want to make another movie where you root for somebody that is kind of unexpected. And so we got the documentary, and I just immediately sent it to Hugh. Hugh was always I always tell people, I go, he was at the top of my list, and there wasn't a list. It was just Hugh Jackman. He really was who I just saw as playing Mike Sardina. So I sent Hugh the documentary, and then when he signed on to do it, Focus Features, I started, they came on board as the distributor, and I was off writing the script.
But everybody said no. apart from Focus.
Yeah.
Everyone in Hollywood.
When you get this, how much makeup did they have to do? Because it's got to be a wig you have
there's
on.
definitely wigs.
Definitely a wig.
There's a bunch of wigs.
Yeah.
I had 51 costumes. We shot for 36 days. And, Mike Sardina, on stage, they loved a costume, and he rocked it. But there was makeup. There's a missing tooth. There's a bunch of stuff going on there. But I just loved it.
Takes a lot of work to make Hugh Jackman look it really does.
Turns
Whole
out
team of people.
It doesn't.
Craig, are movies, I don't know, more, economical to make now with computers and things? Because, I remember guys like Jimmy Stewart saying they took 6 months or a year to shoot a movie someplace.
I don't know.
38 days sounds incredible.
It's wild because I started off making movies just on my video camera back in the 90s and cutting it on a computer in my house that didn't have air conditioning and anything. So when you watch my first movie Hustle and Flow, it's really about me making
Your
movies.
Hustle and Flow? I'm sorry I didn't know that. I love.
Oh, thank you. But now it's like it's pretty expensive. It's really expensive to make a movie, even the smallest of movies. But I think we're just kind of going through an adjustment.
Well, yeah, when you go out and get A-listers like Hugh Jackman,
give me that.
it's going to cost a little bit.
Well, but what people don't realize is not only do you get the talent, but you also get the brand of the person and what they represent. And I know that sounds kind of like surface, but Hugh has been entertaining audiences for decades, and there's this trust that people have where they're like, no, I know this guy. And it's always so amazing to me when movies happen. It's like you immediately sit in a theater and you're like, okay, Tom Hanks is a cop now, and you just believe it immediately. You know what I mean? Like there's just no adjustment. But when you have someone that's been for decades providing that kind of trust with an audience, that's what is most important.
Hugh, you've done a lot on Broadway. I don't know if people know that you can sing.
Yeah.
I think maybe Wolverine. Well, has that overshadowed your?
I think definitely in the beginning. I think with Les Mis, and then with The Greatest Showman, I think people sort of got to find that out. And but no, I've been lucky. I think I've been able to do all the things I wanted to do. I have a question for you guys. Did you guys know Lightning and Thunder?
Did I know them personally?
Did you see them? Did you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were everybody in town knows who they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It turns out it's easier to get Hugh Jackman in the studio
than those guys.
Either one of those two.
We have referred to you on a regular basis over the years as Hugh Jackman, the triple threat. Sing, dance, act. Broadway, film. What
now radio.
Yeah, now radio. So this is slumming it. So this is the bottom. You can
I always wanted to do, if I could. I when I left sort of my acting school, I thought if I can keep as many doors open as I can, I'll try. And my agent from the beginning was totally into it, and a lot are not. A lot of the prevailing wisdom is, oh wow, you're Wolverine, dude. You're an action guy. Like, well done.
Right.
You hit the jackpot. You got lightning. That's your lane. Stick to it. Don't confuse people. You just be that. And I was never really into that. Oh, hello. That's weird. And I'm just seeing me on a TV screen.
Yeah.
Is that weird for you?
A little bit. But, so, and I've been lucky. There was a little period, I would say, around X-Men 2 or 3 where there was not a lot coming in that wasn't Wolverine-type stuff.
I don't understand. I'm glad you're here, but I'm surprised that you're here for the premiere because you don't have to. This movie's going to do
A lot of people
well.
don't know, but like that was one of the first things that Hugh said is that when we finished this movie, we got to go to Milwaukee. I really remember that. It was a big priority for him.
Yeah, and I would say in many ways last night was one of the most important nights for us because we're so proud of the movie. I love the story. We put our heart and soul into really respecting and doing our best for not just Mike and Claire, but all those characters in it. And a lot of them were there last night. It was so moving. And to be here, don't forget, I'm an Aussie. Like, we love supporting, we love this sort of story. It's an underdog story. In a blue-collar town, are these people dreaming huge and everyone's saying they're crazy and them just sort of persevering. So us being here was really important.
Since you brought it up, you grew up in Australia.
Yep.
Did you watch Skippy?
Absolutely.
Explain Skippy, please.
Skippy was Lassie. Only it was a kangaroo.
And somehow this kangaroo, Skippy, would come up to its owner and go,
Right.
hang on, I just have to do a little sound. This is what they would do. And they'd go, really? They're down at the dam? There's 7 of them, and one of them's broken their leg.
Right.
Yes, thanks, Skip. We'll be right down there.
Right, got the fire department there and cured pigs from trichinosis.
100%.
Right.
And you sang with the 5-card studs last night. Way to go.
Yeah, come on, the 5-card
Beloved
studs.
local band, so that was
so
great.
awesome. And I got up there, most importantly, Kerry, with Claire.
Exactly.
Claire
I have
Sardina.
video from,
It was so cool.
Yeah,
So it was
kind of a Thunder and Lightning reunion last night.
Exactly.
Yesterday you were at Cops, and you got there, 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon?
Something like that.
And you did it. I saw the clips on the news, and you were taking pictures, and you were shaking hands. You were handing over the custard, and you're saying, no, I've never had frozen custard, but this is ridiculously good. And
it's crack. That
who
stuff
would
is
you,
like crack.
and people stood in the cold down the block to get a picture and the song sung blueberry frozen custard with you. Who would you, as when you were a kid, who would you have stood in line in the cold
to see
and get an autograph or a picture with?
Sports stars.
Such as?
So I would go the day before a test match, right? So our Super Bowl was Australia-England, and I would always, every year, go the day before to watch them, like batting practice. And then I would wait and wait and wait for hours to get autographs. And I had an autograph book. But that was my jam, sport.
You're talking about cricket?
Cricket.
Rod mash?
Rugby. What's that?
Rod mash?
Rod mash?
No, Marsh.
Rod Marsh. That was good.
Are you really from Australia?
You.
Dude, that's awesome.
Have you even been to Australia?
You didn't understand my
I just said it
Australian
was a great way to get
accent.
work in Hollywood. Yeah,
So
man.
what's next? Yeah, I mean, I know we're kind of rushing this because the premiere isn't even until Christmas Day was when the movie's released.
Yeah,
Song
so
Blue.
we're going around and sort of getting the word out about the movie, which has been, I'm loving it because I find myself, I'm not normally the guy like, you got to go and see my movie, go and see this movie, but I just want everyone to sort of to see this story. And so I think my mates look at me like, wow, he's really changed. He's
How
become
long is it?
one of
What's the
those
running
actors.
time?
2 hours.
Is it?
Very reasonable.
Good length?
Yeah.
A lot of music. It's like people say it's like going to a concert at times, you know.
Yes.
It's
Good.
got like really great.
Craig, did you get a lot of I don't know, exterior shots around Milwaukee at some point?
We actually had to film in New Jersey for a lot of it because of the crew and the tax incentives. But I'll tell you what, because I live in Memphis, Tennessee, and there's been so many movies shot at other places, like in California with the California mountains in the background, and then they put like a chyron at the bottom that says Memphis, Tennessee.
Right.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
So I was I brought in like some people from Milwaukee saying like, all right, if I put the skyline in Milwaukee in the background, just make sure that people aren't going to go like, oh yeah, he's obviously sitting in the river or something like that. So we had to make sure that it was as accurate as possible.
Yeah, they did that. They did that to us in what was it, Step by Step?
Yeah.
With like the the Manitowoc Mountains in the background or something.
Yeah.
Can I just say, I'm hearing the wind-up. Oh, we got the wind-up. I just want to say thanks to all those people who waited in line for hours.
Absolutely.
Because it was cold
unbelievable.
yesterday, too.
They came in shivering, and I was giving them custard.
I don't usually do this, Hugh. If you're ever in the area, you want to stop by again.
What?
Doors open.
You know I'm Australian.
Doors open.
Sure, you can launch your radio career here, whatever you want.
Okay.
Hugh Jackman, everybody.
Thanks for coming in.
Go see his
Thanks,
new movie,
Bob. Thanks,
Song
Brian.
Sung Blue. Thanks, fellas, for coming by. We appreciate it. It's 9:22.